Hello there, darlings. Welcome to the Clockwork Cabaret. They are old, they are not hip. They are the weird aunties that you didn't know you needed or wanted. And now, for a friendly reminder, this show is for adults. That darling DJ duo, Emmett Davenport and Lady Attercop, drink cocktails, have potty mouths, and at least one of them was raised by wolves.
The sound of the cuckoo. Now it is time for the Clockwork Cabaret.
Hooray!
Hooray! I am Emmett Davenport.
And I am Lady Attercop.
And
it is very spring-like in our part of the country today.
yes.
And it is trying to murder us.
It is. My allergies are going crazy.
If I sound a little
stuffed up.
A little, like the COVID might have come for me. No, it's just the pollen.
Yeah, there's a lot of pollen. But not to fear, it being March in North Carolina, that means that in 3 days it could be 20 degrees below zero in any instance.
It's 80 today. I think the high for tomorrow, Celsius for our non-Yank listeners.
Fahrenheit.
Which one do we use?
We use Fahrenheit.
We use.
Yes.
Tomorrow it will be 20.
Yes, because North Carolina's weather is very dysfunctional and bipolar.
And that's why I think when we start our cult.
Oh yes, which we were talking about again.
We're going to start our cult.
We're reworking that now.
Yeah, we're workshopping it. I am not going in for nature worship.
No.
Just gonna say because North Carolina nature likes to try to kill me, and I feel like we should have an antagonistic relationship rather than a,
Oh no, I feel that way too about nature. Most of nature I'm allergic to, so I feel like it's going to be an urban.
It's gonna be
urban cult.
There won't be any.
We will celebrate high rises.
There won't be any dances under the moonlight in the clearing and glen.
No, there will be raves on rooftops.
Oh, hold on. Starting to get into this now. I mean,
well, Lady Attercop pointed out that there is a chain of restaurants in North America
cafes
that are run by a cult, and it made me go, wait, hold on, I have a cafe.
Cult backed, and so we looked at photos, and they're very nice.
Yes,
apparently exploiting the labor of children for free is very lucrative.
Does really good woodworking. Also, reading the reviews, a lot of people don't seem to know that it's a cult.
Not a nary a mention of this being a cult-backed restaurant. It's the Yellow Deli, in case anyone is curious. Just so that you know, if you go there, that you're supporting a homophobic, racist cult.
Yeah.
Alleged cult. I'm sure we have to probably say that, or their lawyers will come for us. But
however, the woodworking
is beautiful.
Working and the ambiance is just stellar.
Great, and apparently the food is good.
So, unless you're a specific type of person that they don't like.
Yeah, then you won't get good. You'll get good food but bad service.
Yeah. So.
But yeah.
Yeah. So I'm now rethinking the whole.
I'm telling you.
Cult thing. I know.
You're halfway there. You've got the cafe already.
Right. I know, dear listeners, that I have waffled on this stance back and forth, but I feel like...
You never want to start a cult with me.
I know. I mean, there's just... It seems like a lot of work, but
It's easy.
But I mean, I do already own a business, so I feel like I'm halfway there.
Here's what I'm thinking. You've got the cafe, which apparently is the perfect front for a cult.
Yes.
Which we've now learned. thanks to the internet.
Yeah.
And just talk a lot of crazy nonsense.
Right.
And
And you've already said that you would be the perfect
ineffectual
leader.
Yeah, the perfect figurehead.
You can be the figurehead of the cult. I'll run it.
I'm very pale.
I'll be like your viceroy, I'm
just going to say all the weird crap.
Right.
And then you get to interpret it and, then tell the cultists what to do.
Yeah. See, I'm good at bossing people around.
You're good at bossing people around.
Yeah.
I'm good at talking crap.
Yeah.
Perfect.
There you go. All right.
The listeners can't see me, but I'm intermeshing my fingers. The perfect thing. Much like we are a part of the fabric of the universe.
And it's the Church of Opossum?
We could be the church. We did say that we were gonna make the Church of Opossum. Well, if it's gonna be urban based.
Yes, trash.
What better what better creature
to represent
life has thrown you in the gutter. But there you will find your people and thrive.
It's true. Also, scavenging is highly encouraged.
And eating trash.
Scavenging, finding, repurposing and upcycling is going to be a huge part of it. There you go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Much like
everything.
Your soul.
Yes, which also needs to be upcycled.
You need to upcycle your soul. You need to.
That's the
upcycle your soul.
That is our motto.
If we involve some yoga in this and maybe some kombucha or something, we could clean up in this part of North Carolina.
We'll do some Pilates.
Yeah, something.
I feel like some Pilates. I could break out my old transcendental meditation thing that I had to learn as a child. It's terrible.
See?
Break out my chakra doll from childhood.
Break out your weird chakra doll and all of the weird new age crap your mom gave you when you were a kid.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Suddenly this cult thing might be.
And we know several musicians that can get that right low frequency thing that lowers people's inhibitions and makes them feel like they're having a transcendental moment.
Yes. Yeah. There we go. All right.
I think this is our whole lives have been building up to this.
Oh, so now this podcast is Lady Attercop and Emmett Davenport build a cult.
Well,
welcome.
You were raised by criminals. Ducky was raised by criminals, and I have a family that has questionable opinions on child labor. It's perfect.
So weird. It's so weird that it took us this long.
I'm shocked it took us this long to realize where our true power
We just
lies.
needed a good kick in the pants.
We needed an aspiration cult.
We did.
We won't be a homophobic.
No.
Cult,
we will accept anyone.
Yeah, we're not going to.
As long as you're not a jerk.
No jerks allowed.
No jerks allowed.
And no child molesting, please.
Yes, none of that.
We're not one of those cults.
I actually would
molest people in another.
I would actually like to avoid children altogether.
No children allowed. Child-free cult.
It is a child-free cult.
Oh, there's a lot of cults like that that are like that. That's also well-trod cult territory.
Oh, well, there you go.
Controlling the sex lives of your.
Oh, I don't care about their sex. I just don't want any children.
Well,
if you want to have children, you have to leave the cult.
Some bits. Because combinations of bits are going to produce children.
Yeah, which I don't mind. Whatever. You have all of the bits banging up as long as it's consensual. I don't care. I just don't want children around me.
See, then that is controlling people's recreation. They can't have children in the cult. They got to leave. We're veering into a little of Applewhite of what was his name? The Heaven's Gate cult.
Oh God, no! I don't want to do that. I just don't like.
I'm not saying we have to commit. That anyone has to commit suicide.
No, I don't want any of that. I don't want any of that. I just don't.
They were kind of asexual.
All right, how about this? You can have children. They just can't be around me.
The high priestess prefers for the children to be elsewhere.
Yes.
Send them to the children's hut.
Yes, send them to the children's room. There will also be a alone time hut somewhere where anyone needing to get away from all of the other people can just go and hide for
That sounds
a
like a
period
good
of time.
hut.
Yeah. That'll be where the ice cream and the chocolate and some trashy magazines and
Subscription to us,
yeah, you know.
People magazine.
You know, when you're just tired of being around other people and you just can't handle it anymore, just go and hang out in that hut.
I feel like that's maybe we're letting them have too much outside influence if we put People magazine in the hut.
Utney Reader.
It's Agony Reader. Bringing it back from last week. Yeah, we'll have copies of
National Geographic.
National Geographic. Do we even have
The Smithsonian?
The Smithsonian magazine.
I don't know. You want them
Only
to, you
old
want,
copies.
You want people to be educated.
Not if you're gonna no, Emmett, no. See,
What,
you're
you
thinking
can't?
too much like a society. This is a
Oh.
cult. You
I
can't.
thought cults were their own society.
I mean, closed society. That's why you
Yes.
don't want the outside influences. You don't want them to be educated in general. You want them, you
well, I
have to
don't want to hang around with a bunch
narrow
of
the
bumpkins.
Well, you have to narrow the focus and tell them what they're going to be educated on. This is part of the cult. This is
Oh.
part of the cult thing.
Oh.
'Cause, like,
well,
if they
now I might be out of the cult then. Ugh. See?
Just because you don't want to indoctrinate a few dozen people,
No, that sounds like a lot of work.
it's just not. No, you just gotta
Also, I wanted a library.
No, that's true. You can't
I
cut.
want books.
Well, you just stock the book. You could have your own personal books. You're the cult leader. The rules don't apply to you. These are
Okay.
the rules that the other people have to live
I
by.
also want a really nice bathtub.
Well, if we get the cult going, they can build it.
Oh, okay.
We'll make the children build it.
No children!
Well, then we have to have the children because they're the ones that are gonna work the. They're gonna build the. They're gonna work the cafe. They're gonna build it out. You know, do all the hand carving. They have to do the hand.
All right,
carving
we're
with
gonna have
children
to. We're gonna have
because
to.
they have the little hands.
We're gonna have to discuss the details more. Work this out before I agree to this. This is sounding more like I don't want to be involved.
The children's hut is full of woodworking tools. I don't see what's so strange about that.
I feel like they're gonna do a lot of damage to themselves.
And you're just gonna take the children away from their parents to be raised by the collective as a whole. That's perfectly healthy.
Well, I mean, it takes a village.
Of cultists. Yeah.
All right. Okay. We're gonna play some music and discuss this whole
We're
thing.
gonna hash out some details.
We're gonna have to work on some of these details because this is a little. I don't know. I mean, it is a cult, so.
It's not gonna be ethical.
There was a bee, a pretty little bee. I see why you might choose it. I'd rather have a madman wasp, 'cause he plays all the music.
Choose the Madman Wasp. He plays all the music.
I was thinking about this cult thing.
Okay.
So we need a good advertisement with music that targets the age group that we want. You know, as all good advertising.
Right.
Like-
we were discussing earlier. We are now of the age when big corporations are trying to sell us appliances using
Yes.
the music of our youth.
Yes, Nirvana and
Yeah, the
various
90s
other
alternative.
things, which also is just weird to be associated with corporate things when
Hey, you live long, you either die young or live long enough to sell out.
yeah.
And we have to.
What's
we
our
need snappy
demographic?
marketing.
Yeah.
Well, we want younger because we want them to build us things.
Oh, okay.
And hand carve all of this wood that we're apparently going to have.
And skilled. Well, I
Old
feel like
enough to
doing
be skilled workers.
ah
Young enough to be stupid enough to fall for our bullshit.
ah.
It's
So
the
like
perfect.
like late 20s, early 30s.
We're talking college campuses. Yeah.
Oh, college campuses, even
I
younger.
assume.
Okay.
I assume we hit a college campus.
Okay.
This is. I would say it's
That's
the first.
middle-aged women
I mean, we could hit.
type people
We could
going
totally
to
hit middle-aged women as well.
Yes,
we can,
that's
we
what
can,
I was-
We can do it on multiple fronts. So there's in advertising what you call a primary audience and a secondary audience. We hit college-age students and their moms.
Yeah.
I gotta think like an ad exec.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this is the first cult I've recruited for, but
It
I'm
is?
also,
No.
you know, might have done this before a few times.
Cults?
Corporate America, same thing.
Okay. All right.
I worked for GE, allegedly. Can throw that allegedly in there. Allegedly, I worked for GE. I did work for GE. We need, so you need a snappy marketing campaign.
Yes.
You need a hook.
Yes.
We need an image.
Yes.
You know, how are we going to be visually identifiable as a cult immediately? We need a charter of rules that you and I are obviously not going to follow, but that we expect our devotees to follow.
Black pants, black shirts, white ties.
Like the anti-Mormons?
Yes.
What about black overalls?
Ooh, yes.
Black overalls
With white ties.
With no ties. We can be.
Well, that's the dress up. That's for dress up.
That's for special occasions. That's for the sacrifices. We black over. I like black overalls.
Okay, black overalls. We are
upcycling.
urban.
Yeah, we're upcycling your soul.
Combat boots.
Yeah, combat boots.
Because
black
if we're going to be
overalls.
trudging around.
Yeah, some caps, maybe some square, like kind of student caps.
We're just going to look like the skids from Letterkenny.
I'm not opposed to looking like the skids from Letterkenny.
Okay.
We'll throw, like, when it gets chilly, you throw a flannel on.
Oh,
We're accessible.
Oh, yeah.
We work with our hands. We're
Yes.
upcycling the soul.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you can't upcycle the soul if you're going to be wearing, like, long, flowing white
No.
dresses.
No,
This is not that kind of cult.
No. This is a down and dirty. We're doing the work.
That's right. We're doing the work here on Earth.
Yes.
So that we can follow the meteorite. I mean, we do need some kind of cataclysmic, meteorite, World War III, which is already brewing. Maybe we want to push that one back a little bit. We're going to need some kind of...
A solar flare.
A solar flare. Solar flares are great.
Well, also, possums are are nocturnal, so a solar flare would be bad.
A solar flare would be very bad for possums.
For possums.
Right, yeah. Oh, we get that little... You can wear little fingerless gloves so our hands look like possum hands.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Okay. This is getting ridiculous. We're going to spend 2 hours figuring out our fashion before we do anything else.
If you're not joining a cult for at least a little bit of fashion, are you even doing it right?
Quite possibly, yeah.
We need big hair.
Big hair?
Big hair. Well, I need big hair.
Okay.
Femme-presenting member of the cult.
Okay.
Well, as femme-presenting as I get. The femme-presenting member of the cult always has to have big hair.
Okay.
Bigger the hair, higher to the celestial beings. And do we want gods, multiple gods?
Oh, I think there's just the holy possum.
The holy possum, so just the one?
Just the one.
Just the one god. All right, yeah. I can work with one god. I'm good with that. And are you feeling better about that moral gray area we're going to have to exist in, where we're going to exploit people's vulnerabilities and their labor for our own physical benefit?
Not yet, but maybe if you fill me up with enough booze, I'll get over it.
And also monetary benefit.
Yes.
Don't forget the monetary benefit.
Okay. Well, okay. Will I actually get a paycheck?
No, they give us their money.
Oh, okay.
Because that's one of the first things you have to do in a cult, is you have to divulge yourself of your prior worldly possessions, of all your money, of your prior life.
Oh, okay.
And you do that by giving it to the holy people, because they're the only ones that can be trusted.
Well, see,
to have the money and the worldly possessions.
Well, so since you're the figurehead,
mm-hmm.
to add to that level of trust and having the second person in charge also be a little questioning, and
you're gonna play devil's advocate to my holy ruler?
Yeah, I think that gets, like the results will be the same.
Right.
We're all going towards the same goal. The only different, like, to help assuage.
Yes. So, like, we're gonna play good prophet, bad prophet.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm the bad prophet. I'll be like, I have had a vision from the great possum. He said, and that means you must give us all your money. And then you'd be like, no. I don't think that we need them to do that. Just
No.
10%.
Just 50%.
Just 50%. A little off the
Just
top.
half. Just half the good stuff.
You can keep some of your stuff.
Yeah.
The stuff we don't want.
We get to go through it.
We have to go through it. I have to find which objects have the right hormonal frequency for us.
Yes. I get to decide.
This Nintendo Switch has definitely got the right hormonal frequency for me.
Yes, and that's how we do it.
How many hours have you sunk into Animal Crossing? Yes, definitely for me now.
And with that, this has been the Clockwork Cabaret, now called How to Build a Cult with Lady Attercop and Emmett Davenport.
True crime podcasts are real popular.
Yes. And, well, this is more of a how-to, I guess.
Hey, still true and still crime.
And with that, this has been the Clockwork Cabaret. She is Lady Attercop.
They are Emmett Davenport.
And it's not work we do, it's love.
This is Mad Wasp Radio, home of the hits.